Hello and welcome everyone to Bull's Corner. This is Big Bull here. Uh, Today I'm going to talk about all the tickers in my watch list, and we're going to talk about ETFs. And guys, in the end, I'm going to take some Q and A's and some chart requests, guys. So guys, before starting, just to let you know, just want to give you guys a quick disclaimer that whatever I talk about here are my own ideas, and none of this is financial advice. So guys, first thing first, we're going to talk about ARC innovations here. Yeah, so month ended. So let's look at, I'm going to look at monthly candles too on these ETFs to see where they at right now. All good. So we got some monthly levels here on our chart. It looks like it's heading there. If you look at the daily chart, guys, it had a perfect, this huge rounding top break and retest here. You can see there is a breakdown and there's a retest, break on high volume, and then a retest on low volume here. Looks like it's gonna go to this demand zone next. That that I think we will see a bounce around these levels here because this is a clear daily fresh demand here on ARC before having this huge run to the upside. So expecting ARC to bounce off these levels if it comes there. I think it's gonna come there regardless. So what's next for ARC? So the levels I'm watching for next week is 45.90. So 45 and 90 is a key level I'll be watching going into next week for ARC. And for the upside, guys, upside is also clear here on ARC. Um, so let's say if this is a fake out on ARC because the market is way overextended right now to the downside, and then I'll be looking at 51.72 level for any to play the upside here with the targets of intraday, guys. These are all intraday, no swings, only intraday targets here. You usually play ARC? Yes, guys, I usually play ARC. The cons are it's pretty liquid. It's liquid. You can play it. Mm. Guys, the next is uranium uranium ETF going sideways here on for now. Looks like a bear flagging here. Watch out names like CCJ or I think WW, and then if this goes down, the stock's gonna go down too. So keep an eye on uranium. If this breaks down, I'm gonna play puts on CCJ. Guys, Jets looks like a double top here on the weekly chart. Let's see. Yeah, guys, looks like a double top here on the weekly chart. Not a good look, and looks like it's also bear flagging uh, to here. Can clearly count 5 waves to the upside here, and then looks like it's in this ABC to the downside. Can clearly see there is a bear flag in making here, right? ABC probably to the downside, and then now let's pull up some quick retracements here on. Yeah, guys, looks like it's gonna head down as mentioned, guys, last time. Um, that airlines names do look weak, and then look at the drawdown in all of them this whole week. So I think there's a more downside to these names, and the levels I'll be watching on Jets is the 21.31. Break that, and then we can test these lows here easily on this low break here. So definitely on high watch the Jets ETF, guys. I will take chart requests in the end, and then I'm going to go in the alphabetic order after doing the ETFs. So if you're new here. Mm, as XLF financials looking way weak, guys. Very weak here, financials. break down big time on this low, broke this low, retested it to now just going down here. So what's next for XLF? If XLF break these lows here already, which is at 34.45, then I'm expecting it to drop to this next demand zone here, which is 33, almost a 5 to 7% drop on XLF. Not a good look, to be honest. All right, guys. So here comes a spy here, guys. Our spy plan is going good so far. Um, as you guys remember last time that we were expecting a bounce last week of these levels, and then we got a perfect bounce of these levels. Now it's just going back. Uh, Again, guys, before moving forward, I just want to make a quick announcement that I am hosting 8 week mentorship class mentorship program starting 16th of May, where I'm gonna go through week 1 to week 8 is all introduction tech analysis, and there's a supply and demand course, and then how I get these sniper entries exits using wave theories and the reversal patterns and the strategies I use. And there's the week 4 where I do multi-time frame analysis, how to spot breakouts, reversal retests, and gap theories, and and all that stuff. So and then it be followed by option trading course in week 5, where I'm gonna talk about all the basics of options trading, and then gonna talk about also some option strategies too, to navigate in through earnings, or when we have a tough market to trade. And then week 6 will be based on option flow, how to read properly option flow, what how does what does buying and selling means, and then what do you look for in the flow, along with how you can combine flow with your technical analysis here. And then in the week 7, it be Elliott wave course, that I always talk about, the waves and all that. uh, and then there's a supply and demand, how to combine supply and demand with Elliott waves with the fib retracement and extensions. So guys, a lot of stuff that I'm going to talk about in 8 weeks. If you guys are interested, let me know, shoot me a DM, or I'm going to drop a link in the chat. You guys can register. I have only a couple of spots left for this program here. Let me quickly drop a link for you guys in the chat. Oh yeah. So guys, yes, shoot me a DM if you want to learn more about this mentorship program. So okay, guys, back to S&P 500 here. It's a very very important sport right now. If you look at this February low, which is 410 64, and then that is a support right now is making. So right now, guys, will be a key level to watch going into next week. So what can happen here, guys? What can happen? Hmm. What can happen here, guys? So we already got this bounce that we were looking for. So it's either that bounce has already happened, or if you look in the weekly chart, the bounce is still going to happen after these 4 red weeks in a row, and then we're going to get a retracement of our key levels here, and then it's going to go down here. So it's going to go down regardless, but we'll see if we get a bounce of these levels or not, but just because of this double bottom. If not, if we break this low, which is Nasdaq already did, and just heading lower, if we look at a semiconductor ETF, they already broke this low way. Um, I think last week, already, or 2 weeks ago, and then SPY is just still working on it. So if this loss breaks, that is not good for the market, and then it's just gonna gonna bleed to 380 next here. according to my targets. So 411 is a key level for the downside. And for the upside, guys, for the upside, it's gonna the you can clearly see, guys, it's in the range here. It's in a clear range. It's in this clear range here in the daily range. You know what happened? Price was in this clear range right here, and price was in this range right here. So, guys, so whenever price goes out of your range, just goes out fast. Whenever price goes out of your range, it goes out fast. So, what's next? So guys, we want to wait for price to come out of this zone here. Come out of this zone, either it's to break to downside or it's to the upside. If it's to the upside, I don't think there's a much upside here on S&P with the environment we are in right now. There's a lot of selling pressure every single green day. It's just getting sold. Look at this green day, guys. It had um, almost, on Friday, everyone was so bullish, and then next day market gap down, and then we had a huge sell-off whole day, guys. So keep an eye on this range here on S&P. My target still remains at 380 here on S&P. Qs not looking good. Already broke this low here and gave a closing below on this level. So what's next for Qs? Again, guys, same thing with Qs. Either they get a bounce of this level, which is way overextended right now to the downside, and then goes down after retesting this. I think 2 weeks consolidation here, right? 2 weeks consolidation, retest it, and then go down, or it already did this partial retest and now just working on going down. But what are the targets for Qs? Let's look at it. Hmm. As bears have clear targets for Q at 280 here. So this is also a gap here to fill on 280. So I expect Qs to drop to these levels here and fill the gap, and then spy to 380 in the coming weeks, or this month. Guys, look, everyone was saying when Apple started that April is so bullish for the market. Apple, it was always green in April, and look what happened, guys. It's the biggest drop since 2008 in S&P in April here. So there's no reason to trust the data. You know what happened in the past. If you guys stick to your key levels, that what it matters, guys. Mm. So that's the game plan for Qs, SPY, and now look at IWM, guys. What a nasty breakdown here. A clear bear flag breakdown here on IWM. Now just it's just after this huge consolidation, is heading lower. I think it's gonna go there, guys. It's easy targets. It's easy targets here on IWM. Look at this, guys. This thing has never got a retest, and it has gap to fill. No real support here in this zone. You guys see this? Like look at this right here, guys. Yeah, so but it really did not form any major support. Now the same thing, gonna happen probably this side. So right, just going down. So let's see how that plays out. But I think it's looks like arc 2.0 here. Mm. So huge breakdown. What's next? Let's get a quick targets here on IWM. Yes, guys, this is being recorded. So waves showing 155 target here on IWM. It says it's gonna fill this gap that it had, and then it can probably get a bounce. Let's see. Um, DAA is the only one that is still holding up pretty good compared to the any other indexes out there. So I'm watching 328.70 level for next week for any downside. Break that, and then it's gonna easily can go to 326 next, and then this um, February lows here. on this one. Again, guys, you guys can see it already, I think, did that break and retest of this daily range breakdown here. So I expect more lows here on Dow Jones. Oh, guys, the coffee is so good today. Mm, all right. So, guys, we are done with ETFs. Now we're gonna head to our all the trigger plays. I'm gonna go through all the names from A to Z as quickly as I can. Mm, let's go. So, guys, it's the double A. Looks like it's pretty weak. Looks pretty weak, to be honest. So key levels I'll be watching on 67 here, guys, to the downside. 67 to the downside looks like an easy play here um, on double A. Oh, guys, oh, I don't know where the coffee's from. My brother got it this weekend. Mm. So, guys, 67 here. I'm gonna play puts below that, and then let's say in this week we have some bullish momentum, and then I'm gonna keep an eye on this level too, guys. This high, this weekly high, I'm gonna keep an eye because there is no real support resistance here after this breakout. So breakout and then probably retest this range here and then start going down, or just break this bear flag and then straight go down. So let's see what we get, and then we have this watching these two levels here on double A. Guys, how's the video here? Is it more smoother now compared to before? It was pretty laggy before, I guess. Yeah, guys, got a new computer here. That's why. Hmm. So watching on Apple here, guys. Okay, Apple. Huge rejection here of this daily downtrend here. Huge rejection. Price consolidating in this daily range here. Can clearly see this a breakdown and retested and now going back down. So watching 155.41 level or just this Friday lows here, guys. If on a scalp, I will watch Friday lows. If I wanna, do add some heavy size, and then I will wait for a 155.40 level break to add puts here on Apple. Guys, I use 15-minute candles. I want 15-minute candle to close above my level. Then I play um, uh, it intraday using my levels here. So guys, what's next? What's next? So 156.36 is a key level I'm watching on Airbnb. You guys can clearly see there's a uptrend break here, price consolidating sideways. So guys, whenever price consolidates sideways here, you guys watch for a break to the either side. It does not matter if it's a bear flag or it's a bull flag. As long as price is consolidating in a range, you should have no bias. But looking at here, uh, on Airbnb, uh, it looks like it did a fake out here, right? So, guys, in my experience, what happens here, whenever price, give a fake out, and then if it breaks support, then it's gonna be a nasty breakdown here to the downside. So Airbnb on high watch for me going into next week because we spotted a fake out here. So if that fake out holds, and then we're gonna break this support, and then we might test some lows here on Airbnb. Amazon, 15% drop here. I expect more downside in Amazon, to be honest. I don't. I expect 2200 on Amazon, easy, easy. So 2200 on Amazon can come really quick because this is only this demand zone here, right here. That is at right now, where it's bouncing off right now, the Amazon guys. But if you look at this whole structure here that it formed, right? So if you look at Amazon, it's just a perfect break and retest of these levels here, and then there's a clear fake out twice, and then there was also a double top on the fake out. So, and then for now it broke down of this huge uh, daily or weekly range here. It broke down. So even if price goes back into these levels, I think it's still um, has a lot of room for the downside. And reported bad earnings, I think 2200 or 2250 is still on the deck here on Amazon. So looks like we are done with this arrow here that we formed last week. We got this nice pullback to add to our puts. Now I think we got that. This one is done. So now we are here. So we are here right now, expecting more drop here on AVGO. That's the I think semiconductor name here, guys. Following the waves perfectly here, following the waves to the dot. This one, so I'm expecting more downside here on AVGO. Once it breaks this 549 level, uh, it's gonna open the path to this level here, 518, where I'm expecting a bounce to retest this range here before heading lower here to meet this weekly demand before a bounce here. Going Following the roadmap here pretty nicely so far. Yo, this is a good setup. This is a good setup. Hmm. So watching 174 here on American Express, just for the downside, guys. I don't think we're gonna get any upside targets here as long as most of the stocks are in this range, guys. So most of the stocks are in this range. So let's say uh, tomorrow market opens and then we are bullish somehow, and I go into 15 minutes and then I see that price is holding, guys. I see, let's say, price is opening up, price is holding this level, and then it starts to bounce. Because when you see this kind of action here, price started consolidating here, and then it started breaking out of that pattern here in smaller time frame. And then what I'm gonna do is I wanna take a long position here with a stop loss right below my level that I always talk about on the daily charts, right? So let's say I say I'm going to add puts under 140, 174. And if I see prices holding above 174 level and started consolidating and trying to push back up and just making higher lows on the way up, then I'm going to add on the higher on the lows of the higher low to ride the uptrend here, or even to try to catch the bottom here on stocks that are near to my breakdown or breakout levels. So that's one way to trade reversals, guys. um, so 174 is still a key level on American Express to break down with the next targets of 169.65. Your BA does not look good. Okay, it's gonna go down, guys. As last week, we talked that B is gonna drop and it's gonna fill the gap, and it perfectly did. It's filled this gap, huge gap, filled in one shot. And then what's next for BA now? So I think B is gonna test these lows here, which is 141, 55. If it breaks this hammer low, which is 146, 146 breaks, and then I expect more downside here on BA, and then there's also a gap here on BA to fill. So and then they're reporting bad to bad earnings. So fucking penny stock here. Oh, yo, Baba guys, come on. Okay, this one looks like a good shot, easy money. I don't think if it's gonna open here where it is right now, but if it opens here somewhere, then I would put my stop loss, somewhere on these levels, and then can try to ride the downtrend here, and then to fill the gap here. Guys, on my chart, if you see green lines, that means those are my call trigger levels. I'm gonna get into calls when that level triggers, and then the red ones is for the put triggers. If stocks going down and it triggers that red level, then I'm gonna add puts on that level break. And then those are, if you see any blue horizontal lines, those are my basically targets for upside and to the downside. Bank of America looking weak. Looks like it's going to 34.70 next here. Hmm. So if if Bank of America stays below this highlighted zone, so let's say it opens up here somewhere, and then you guys see it's going here and it started to reject off this level, and then form an intraday bear flag, and then started going down, that'll be a really good shot opportunity on BAC, I mean. So watch this highlighted zone here for any potential retest and breakdown. Yo, this okay, this is a good one. It's consolidating in this range here. So what I want to do is wait for this range to break here. I'm gonna set an alert. This is best buy. Looks good here for the downside move. So gonna wait for 88.57 break, and then I'm gonna add puts to my BBY position. What are you main indicators, guys? My eyes are main indicators here, guys. I don't use any indicators. Pure price action. You just gotta watch the price action and your key levels, and then you be always 10 steps ahead of all the indicators. Beyond, guys, beyond me, it has nice rejection of this daily range breakdown and retest. Now it had a nice run, almost 34%. Now guys, guess what? It's time for another trip down here after this huge 40% move. A lot of investors booked profit. Now, a lot of people wanted to get out, and then they got out after 40% upside move. Now it's time for a downside move, I guess. So watching 35-50 level here on Beyond Meat to play any downside here. Let's see if I see any find support. Zero support here, guys. Zero support. Break 30 is gonna go to $30 next. Where is 30? Okay, it's gonna go to 30 next. Let's put one more resistance, a support here in the middle, which would be 32.50 here. So 32.50 and 30 is the key levels. Watching after this breakdown on Beyond should be easy money here. Oh, see, guys, this is a good one, guys. This is a good one. I always talk about, guys, break and retest. Look at this, guys. Perfect breakdown, perfect retest, perfect going down, and then we might get a retest of this level too. So watch out, guys. Watch out for this level. If we get any retest after this, come here and then going back down. So watch out for these kind of pattern to play out. And then it's looking very weak, guys. It's looking very weak, and it had the gap already filled, has this huge gap to fill. And then guys, there's like zero support here up until 46, and then not even 46, it has the gap to fill. I think it's gonna bleed to these levels here easily. I'm gonna fill the gap. Citigroup, so keep an eye on this name, guys. Oh, cat, nothing going on. Look at this, guys. Look at this, how perfectly it's working out. CCJ. Let's go. So guys, CCJ uranium name here, straight going down, watching 25, 15 support here to play any downside here on this one. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna look through all the tickers here. Just give me a second. Guys, CCL plan working the way it should be working, guys. Look at this perfect CCL. CCL was here at these levels when we mentioned that it's gonna pull back. It's gonna pull back. It's gonna make a bear flag, and then it's gonna break down of the bear flag. Look what happened, guys. A clear bear flag that made, and then we got a perfect hook here on CCL, and then we break down of that hook. And now my target is reached, guys. My short-term target is reached on CCL. Now let's see what's in the bigger picture here for CCL. So guys, expecting $12.50 to trade on CCL pretty soon. ABC, this is ABC. So what can happen here is this is probably A, we probably got a small B and then C to the downside here. So that's a game plan for CCL, guys. Still gonna go down. Key level here is 1676 key level, and then it has this huge gap to fill in here almost. If this gap is gonna get filled, it's gonna test this lows 100%, because you guys see it is in this huge daily range here, guys. It's in huge daily range. Once this range breaks, you guys know what to come next, and then our prediction is gonna go right again on this one, guys. And let me tell you the call trigger level here. This one, guys, above this one, above 1820, can definitely add scalp calls here for intraday, but it's a perfect break and retest of this level. Chewy not looking good, guys. Not looking good. It's gonna bleed. It's gonna bleed. um Look at this huge daily range breakdown. Look at this huge daily range breakdown here after 102 days. So expecting it to go down for a couple more days or weeks before heading higher here. Expecting it to break even March lows here, just like PayPal or any other stocks out there. So reporting bad earnings, guys. We can see the already effect of a slowing economy on the smaller companies, and then they are starting to slowing down. Even Amazon showing uh, weakness here. So if companies like Amazon, Facebook are losing money, then what do you expect from companies that are just starting out? Um, and especially, guys, in this high inflationary times, the small companies, they don't do good. And then look at Chewy, guys, watching 2884 level. Watch break that level, and it's the easy targets, guys. Easy, I'm telling you this. Easy targets of almost 10% drop to 26, 22 on this break here, because I don't see a support, guys. I don't see a support. I only see a little bit of support here in these levels, but there's a major demand here on Chewy around these levels here, around 2021 on Chewy. I think it's gonna break this low too. Guys, I will do a trade recap on CVS. Oh, CVS. Oh, where is it? Okay, I'm gonna do this trade recap on CVS. Wait. Um, so CLF, don't worry. Yo, this one I want to short so bad, but didn't get enough time. Coin, guys, what do I even say about coin? They should just keep dropping every single day. So I mean, if you want to trade coin, just go to 15-minute chart and then see if the not even 15-minute, guys. Let's just go to 1 hour. Yeah, guys. So if the 1 hour magnets are holding, below the price, easy shots, and then just go to the downside. I mean, easy shots, easy short scalps. I mean, on coin, guys. Look what happened. That's what I was saying, guys. Whenever price break down of these huge ranges, guys, then it's okay to go for a swing, guys. It's really okay to go for a swing whenever you see these huge range breakdowns. And guys, when price is gonna bleed, guys. Price is gonna bleed to the downside. And then if we think about it, if you look at it, the bears have, guys, a clear shot of up until 95 here, guys. Bears have clear shot to send it to 95, has a clear range target here. So I see it going there. Costco, it dropped a bit that I want it to be. So if it holds these levels, expect some sort of bounce here on Costco to short again, because I can clearly count five waves to the upside here. So clear five waves to the upside on Costco, and then probably ABC here to the downside is playing out on this one. So I think it formed a supply here. You see, it formed a clear supply zone here. So I think price is gonna come back to this level, maybe this week. Uh, so if it comes back to this fresh supply zone, I expect it to make some sort of bear flag into supply zone. You guys see the plan here already, so no need for me to draw it. So from here or from somewhere, anywhere, I expect to price to pull back into supply, and then gonna short at supply, stop loss above the supply zone, and can swing it for the downside here. But the only thing is in here is, guys, the patience. Gotta have patience to play it out. Yeah, someone said, what kind of computer you got, guys? I got the M1 Max, the new Apple one. So this thing's pretty fast, guys. Pretty fast. Um, so the next one here is Cope. 81, 82 is a key level here on this one. I'm gonna set an alert. This is a good name to trade if you never traded this one. The contracts are pretty good. The contracts are pretty good on this one, and it has no support here after this breakdown. Just complete. That's a that's a short covering right here, and then now it's going down. Mm. Guys, I have four or five screens, five screens actually. I don't use the fifth one anymore, but I used to have five. Now I only use four screens. Mm. I see CRM perfect break and retest here, guys, of this February lows on this one. The only reason I got M1 Max is that you can connect up to four monitors with the M1 Max. Hmm. The perfect break and retest on CRM. So watching this Friday lows here, guys. Friday low breaks. I expect 167.47 to trade. I'm gonna put it in my green list so I know what's happening with the CRM. Okay, this is a good setup, guys. This is a really good setup. Price in this range looks like it's about to break down of this daily range here. My next, okay, and it has gap to fill too. Okay, this one be a good one. So break 197.71. I expect 186.77 to trade, and then it has next support 177.84, and then also has a gap to fill. So I think it has lots of catch up to do to fill the gap. But for now, watching 197.71 level to play the downside here. Um, yeah, so 216, as long as below 216, is gonna go down. Cisco. Yo guys, CVS, that trade went 1200% here on Friday, guys. The trade was given a day before that. I told everyone that that shit gonna blow, guys. That shit gonna blow. And look at this, guys. Easy trade here, of this daily bear flag breakdown that I anticipated on Thursday afternoon. Alerted at 22 cents there, guys. Only alerted at 22 cents a piece, and then it went up all the way up to I think 270 or 260. Um, a contract. So that is a pretty fire trade on CVS. Now quickly go into the smaller time frame to see what's going on. So I had that count. Where is it? So A, B, C to the downside, and then from the highs, guys. So you see ABC from the highs to the downside, and this is another correction, and then this is a corrective move to the upside, um, impulsive move to the upside. So now it's ABC to the downside, and then what I was waiting for here, guys, is this pattern to play out the sideways, 1 2 3 4 and 5, guys. So 1 2 3 4 and 5. So this was the pattern I was playing, looking at. Let me show the waves here. On this one, I'm gonna put into the minor one. So 1 2 3 4 5 in the triangle. I was watching, and then alerted puts right here, guys. Alerted puts right in this zone when I saw price made this wave fifth higher, um, and then it's rejected of my levels, which was somewhere around, I think. So it's rejected my levels to the dot and then started going down. A lot of reports when it was in this range, and then we got a breakdown the same day. I think it went, I think 10, 20, 30% on this one, but I held my full position because I was expecting a huge breakdown the next day. And then look what happened, guys. Next day, price broke down of this bear flag here, where I counted my 1 2 3 4 5 waves to the upside, I mean sideways, and then we got a breakdown, and then we got a retest of this level the same day. That is where I added a lot more puts on this one, and then it just started going down. It has zero support, guys. I was telling everyone that it has zero support up until 96.50, and it's gonna go there the same day, guys. Look what happened here. Just a complete meltdown here, um, to 96.50 level. Told everyone that it's going to go here to 96.50. So I think there's more room to the downside here on this one. And then it's approaching this huge uh, trend line, upper trend line from COVID lows. Break that, and then I think 88 or 90 can trade next. So guys, so that was a trade recap on CVS. Okay, oil's weak, guys. Oil is weak. I expect more downside on oil now. It has enough. ABC. Okay, I like this pattern here. I like how it's playing out. Now quickly run some fibs here to see where it's gonna go next. So if this is a top, this is a local top, then okay, that is okay. That is perfect, guy. That is perfect. So expecting CVS to go down, um, to test 140 levels. I think this one will be a good shot. I think oil is a good shot going into this week. Clear bear flag here, and reported bad earnings. This is gonna dead, guy. This is a dead. So the key levels I'll be watching on CVX would be 154.40 level. Break this level, and then it's gonna have some challenge. I think at 155, 151, 57. Break this, and then it's just game over for uh, CVX. Yeah, this is not ABC, guy. This is a corrective move down on uh, after stocks complete 1 2 3 4 5 is for the upside. Let's see, guys. If this is wave one, this is wave two, if this is wave three, four, and five. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Yeah, guys. So expecting CVS to come back to this level here, 139.34 here. Looks like it's a wave four in progress onto the downside here. Guys, I know most of you see count 1 to 5 waves to the downside. Those who trade eyelid waves, they know. But guys, if you think about it logically, uh, so let's say this is wave one, two, and there's a huge wave three, four, and five to the downside, right? So this is one, two, three, four for the downside. So what is this, guy? This is a double zigzag correction here. This is a double zigzag correction to the downside. If I take ABC, A, B, and C, and then I get another leg to the upside, and then I get another A, B, C to the downside. That is still one, two, three, four, five waves to downside. So it's just how you count it, five waves or three waves or however you count it. It then it counts that double zigzag correction to the downside. It easy to count, guys. Double zigzag correction than one, two, three, four, five, because after a double zigzag, it can also have another leg to the downside. So that can have another zigzag to the downside, which we call a triple zigzag. So that's how I watch for corrective moves. Mm, pulled back perfectly here, made that hook as last week we talked about, now making this bear flag. Now it's gonna go down, and this ABC, it's gonna test these lows and gonna fill the gap. So Delta Airlines on high watch here, uh, on this break of 42.80, break 42.80, and then my next target here is 41.58 on Delta Airlines. And then for the upside, guys, I want this level to break the Friday highs, break Friday highs, and then can play intraday, and then above this level 46, it can break out. So that's how uh, I'm gonna trade levels on the airlines. Uh, I think yes, I think you can download. There's a external softwares that comes. Just type in YouTube downloader, and then put it in put the link of the video in that downloader, and then just download it. So it's pretty easy to download from YouTube. Uh, so 46. So dash here, guys, not looking good. And I think it's gonna break down eventually of this huge base it forming here. Look at this huge base it's forming, guys. Rounding top here on dash is forming. So intraday play for dash below Friday lows is gonna test these March lows here. So easy trades here on dash. Okay, Datadog. This looks good enough, but I want this lows to break, guys. I want this lows to break on Datadog before getting into a trade. Okay, DE. Okay, John D. As Dell in this huge consolidation. So watching this level here on Dell 45.70, watching 45.70 level, break that 45.70 level, and then I'm expecting it to drop to 43 next year on Dell. Guys, I can't see any real demand zone here on Dell after breaking this low. So on high watch this low and at this high too. If this breaks at this nice gap to fill to the upside, so keep an eye on these levels here. Mm. Guys, what do you mean how I'm scanning for these? Uh, DG. Okay, guys, this is a fake out. This is a fake out. This thing's dead. Okay, this is faking out. Okay, this is a reversal candle, guys. We should have spotted this last week, but didn't care, I guess. So we can still catch a move. We can still catch this move. A fake out here of this huge weekly range is happening. So expecting some downside here on DG. Okay, break some key levels, guys. As long as I'm gonna watch on DG, if it comes to my this level, this made this a base here, made this supply zone here, fresh supply it made. After if it pulled back to this level, I'm gonna try to short it, and then it's gonna go down from here. So that's how my game plan here for DG. Now I'm gonna put it in the green section, so I will keep an eye on this one. Guys, I have this list of 200 stocks I go through every single day, not just Saturday. So I know how these stocks moves, around all these levels. Very familiar with all of them. So it's almost have 200 in them. So I chart them every day, but I only chart them live once with you all on Saturday. So no scanner, just my eyes, guys, just my eyes, spotting the patterns, spotting the fire levels. I think Disney is due for a bounce. That should just going down here, but it's approaching that demand here. It's approaching this daily demand on Disney. I think if it stays below 107, if it retests this 107, I think it's good to take a long stop below this level. It's a very overextended move to the downside, and earnings coming up. So if they report a good earnings, then expect some upside, and then probably retest of this level if it goes there 128, and then it will give us a perfect short opportunity whenever it goes there. DK, I don't know. I don't like trading this stock anymore, guys. To be honest, this thing is so beaten down already from the highs. We shorted it all the way from 47, and then it was all the way to 15. I know it's shorted, and now it's just I don't think there's any juice left in this one. Um, now it's only moves like 2 3%, 5% a day. I don't think it's a good move to catch when we have other big breakdowns happening in the market. How long you have been doing TA? Guys, I'm doing it for 2 years now. I'm doing it full time from almost a year, not almost a year, more than a year now. Doing it full time. So Doku is in this sideways range, guys. Doku in this sideways range. So you know what happens when sideways range break down. I'm not gonna tell you all. Let's move on. DVN, guys. Who would have predicted that move, guys? Who would have predicted this move? Look at this perfect hook here forming, bear flag forming, all the energies looking weak. Now it's gonna go A, B, C to the downside. Easy targets here on DVN. Let me give you guys a quick targets here on DVN. Okay, yeah, 48 is next. 48 is next. Guys, listen, guys. I know most of us are not making money in this market. Why? Why we not making money in this market, guys? Because we are not patient enough. We are not patient enough for our positions to play out, for our trade to play out sometimes, and then sometimes we just get out of a trade uh, just because it's not working out right away. Guys, I remember on Friday, I was pretty sure about that this Rivian trade is gonna go down. I was I had that gut feeling that it's gonna go down the whole day. Rivian, and I had these levels, guys. I had this. I have my. I only trade around my levels. You guys know this by now, right? So I was watching this level, which is I think 33, 35 level on. Not it was not 35 level. It was this level, somewhere around here, I guess. Where it was this low, this Friday lows. Yes. So I was watching this level, and then I alerted the puts, guys. I alerted the puts in this in this candle, and then what happened, guys? It already had a nice move down. Three red candles. It's obviously it was gonna make some consolidation intraday, and then I alerted the puts back in here in this, and then price just went sideways, guys. Price just went sideways for almost an hour or two, guys. An hour and two for sideways, guys. But and then people start bashing, this is not a good play. I'm losing so much money, guys. But the thing is, if you look at levels, it never broke down. So that was my key level here. For my stop loss was 32.56. What happened? It went there. I added a lot more on this retest here. And then what I did not alert to the members, because I didn't want to put more money into the Rivian when they were already upset, right? So but guys, look what happened, guys. In the end, trade worked out, and then in the end, by the closing, I closed, in this range for 350% my Rivian trade. So guys, so sometimes all you gotta do is just wait for play to play out, and then just be patient about it, right? So let your play and your thesis play out. There's no reason to get out of a play if your thesis does didn't get proved wrong here. So Rivian, what's next? Oh fuck, no Rivian, guys. Wait. Skipped, skipped to R. Okay. Where were we? Guys, intraday I use 15-minute time frame. EA, guys, this thing's dead. Setting an alert at 117, 58. Break this, and then expecting some lows here on EA, probably 114, 115 level. Yes, guys, I was playing 0 DTE. Guys, Friday was fire. Let me see how Friday went. Let me tell you. Where's my Discord? Friday was pretty fire. I think we got UPS for 1000%, and there was CVS for 1000%, and then there was Visa for I think 300-400%. There were a couple there. There were many. Uh, yeah, guys. So yeah, Visa, and then there were some fire trades, guys. We forgot. Yes, we gotta clean the memory here so we can fill it up next week with another 1000%. Guys, energy names are looking dead here. Enphase Energy is not looking good. Mm, okay, Etsy is a good one, guys. Etsy is a good one. So what I would watch for Etsy to play out is this. It broke down of this daily range here, or bear flag, whatever you want to call it. So what's next? I will wait for a retest. So if a retest is done, and then it's gonna go down here. So if retest is not done, then I'm gonna play on this Friday low break. Guys, look at this. Look at this. Don't need to tell anything. All I gotta say, this thing is going to 87, $80 next week. Easy, guys. Zero support here on this one. They might drop this in first 5-10 minutes. We don't know, but it is going there. 87, 80 level on high watch. EXE, I think this one will be a good swing. This one will be a good swing because it made this 5 waves high that I easily. What is this chart? Straight going up. So it looks like we have our five waves to the upside here on EXE from the COVID lows. Now I think this thing is ready to break down big time. So let's see, let's see. Mm, Probably made a divergence here too. Okay, guys, made a divergence. So that means if this is in a wave five ended, it's in a correction zone. So it's gonna go more down 100%. So what's the game plan? What's the game plan for this one? Let me find out. Guys, this one, this can be a good swing. So that's why I'm taking, a bit more time on this one because we don't need 1,000 trades to play. We only need a couple of trades, and then we're gonna take a trade and then gonna chill about it. So any pullback, I'm gonna short EXC. Any pullback. So this is a supply here that it formed. It formed this supply here in this zone. So pull back to this zone. Gonna short back it again, or goes somewhere down here. Is I think it's easy targets here is 44.73 on this one. So I think it's gonna go there. Any pullback, I'm gonna add shorts on this one. As Ford is looking good, we got the expected bounce that we were looking for here, and then now it's ready for another leg down here, guys. On Ford, watching 1390 here on Ford, break this, and then this thing's probably gonna go to this prior demand zone here, which is around these levels, around 12 bucks. Yes, I use interactive brokers. Let's look at Fang. This is also an oil name, bear flagging here big time, and then it's also gonna be ABC to the downside. Oh, Facebook is a good shot, I guess. No, Facebook and Microsoft would be a good shot if market's going down this week, guys. Look at this, a perfect retest here of this breakdown, and then now it's gonna go down. So easy trade for Facebook if it start filling the gap here. So 192.90 is the level I'll be watching on Facebook. If it breaks this level, then I expect it to fill the gap fairly easy. Yo, FCX, guys, this is not looking good. I'm gonna tell you this. This is not a good look for FCX if it just started bear flagging after this huge dump here. Bears will have a big targets on this one. So FCX, I'm watching 39.51 level to break the downside, and then next level here is 37.56. 37.56 is the next level, and then 35.47 is the next. Guys, look how perfectly FedEx is playing out. Look how perfectly FedEx is playing out. We anticipated this whole move to the downside. We also anticipated that it's gonna go up and it's gonna pull back, and then now it's consolidating sideways, or you can say it's consolidating in a bear flag. Um, in this consolidating in this bear flag here, and then we had this fake out in this candle, uh, and then what's next? So for FedEx, uh, I'm watching 196 level. Whoa, guys, this is 160, 196 breaks, 175 comes. Is that it's going to be that bad on FedEx? I believe because I don't see a support here. I don't see a support. There's a gap. I only see some levels here. Break this level is definitely going to 176 next. Gold is not looking good. Guys, look at this GM. How well it played out. GM, guys. We were expecting this a pullback to the upside. We got it. We got some nice rejection offer, some retracements here. Now it's pulling back in this huge sideways range. So what's next for GM? Guys, again, I know most of the stuffs I'm having my put triggers on, but if you think about it, if let's say Monday, if you use every single stock in this huge range here, this 4 day range, every single stock in this 4 day range, so any side breaks this next week, I'm gonna play that side. So it's that easy, guys. It's that easy. Guys, I don't trade patterns. I do not trade patterns. I trade my levels. That's it. The patterns, guys, this bear flag I have just to see, what other traders are seeing, and what is the sentiment on this one. So if I'm seeing a bear flag, so mostly the every single trader out there is also gonna see the bear flag. But the thing is, the real trade is not gonna happen unless some key levels break, guys. So look at this. So this was a key level here on GM, and then it did not break until it broke the bear flag earlier, and then when it broke this level, and then it started flushing down. So have a bear flag, all these patterns, but your levels matters the most, guy. Your levels matters the most. Have a confidence with your trend lines and horizontal lines, and then it will definitely help you in the long run. Guys, I would never take a trade on a break of trend line. I would never ever take a trade just on base of a trend line break. Guys, levels can be, most of the times my levels are reliable. Why? Because I always, look at a chart in a way, as a, it's in a supply and demand. So basically, so if it's just in buying and selling. So if you look at this, guys, price comes into this zone before, so and then buyer stepped in and then pushed the price higher. So price is dropping in this zone back again. So then I'm gonna watch this zone very carefully to see if buyers step in this zone too. So right, so there is no reason to trade in loan in no man's land, when you can clearly see prices moving towards supply or demand, and then I wait for price to go to into my zone, and then I see what's the a structure it forming in intraday time frame, and then to take a trade here on any name, guys. So I always trade based on supply and demand and my key levels, and then you can easily cut the noise of all these indicators that other people use that are pretty lagging and does not make any sense. Guys, I always feel the Mondays, I like Monday to be slow. I like Monday and Tuesday to be slow, and then we have a really good outlook for a week here to see what is to come next and all that, and then you get a good hang of what about to come. If we got a good move right off the open on Monday and Tuesday, guys, what happens is just then the whole week just goes to shit, guys, because market already made a big move, and now it's just digesting that big move of Monday, and then the whole week we got a sideways chop. So I want Mondays. I see always Monday and Tuesday to be slow, and then market really picks up the pace on Wednesday, and then especially on Fridays. So HD here, watching HD 296.34 level on HD to break down, and then we can play the downside here. No real support here on HD. If it breaks this lows here, 293 breaks, and then I expect 285 to trade on HD. I think Hood can give us a good trade next week, but I don't like to trade this thing anymore, to be honest. So HPQ pricing this sideways range, guys. So I'm gonna set an alert both sides. Pricing this U sideways range, it has this nice gap to fill on this one. So break this and then it can fill this gap. Yes, guys, I started with that 1K account on the side, when the market was going inside, I was all right. I'm gonna take this 1K account to, I don't know, like 4K, 5K, or 10K. I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But right now, I think I'm sitting at 3,500 with only took 4 trades in that account. So that was all day trades, guys. So what I did in that account for make it to go from 1K to 3,500 in only for 4 trades. Uh, Discipline, guys, discipline. That's it. I waited for my levels to break, guys. I go through my all this alert section after finishing, and then I choose the best setups that I like, and then whatever happens in this world, whatever is happening in this market, if my levels is breaking, if I'm getting an alert, I'm getting into a trade. I do not care what's happening, but if my levels is breaking, I'm gonna pull the trigger and then gonna manage my risk. So Intel, that's not a good look. Guys, it was a small account. I was only took 4 or 5 contracts. That's it. 43.50. God damn this. Okay, this is not looking good, guys. Um, if Intel break this lows, only 2 levels that I'm watching on Intel, you guys can see on my screen, 42.11 and the 43.50. So these 2 levels break on Intel, and then we can see this huge distribution, guys. This is a huge distribution. Break this, and then I don't even know where this thing's gonna stop. So we'll see. And then we talked about this head and shoulder last I think last starting session that is it was gonna drop, and this working its way down to our levels. Expecting 38 to trade on Intel. As if my levels breaking, then the ETF is gonna break down too, guys. You guys know the game plan now on Johnson and Johnson. You guys already saw what's gonna happen with Johnson and Johnson in the next couple of months. So I'm short already Johnson and Johnson. I already shot at the top here. In this one, I already took a swing on Johnson and Johnson around these levels when it pulled back. Guys, to the members, I showed this chart. I told them that this is going down. I showed at the top here on this one. I'm currently up, I think 50 or 70% on my swing a month out. So I expect more downside here on Johnson and Johnson. JPM banks. Okay, banks. Watching 118.25 level here for the downside, has this huge rounding top is forming, has a gap to fill, expecting it to fill and then retest this level. It never got retested after this huge breakout, um, which is at 105. Okay, pretty down there, but it's gonna go there. Guys, on my one screen, I always have all the ETFs that I watch, like S&P, uh, and Qs, IWM, and VIX, guys. So these are the 4 charts that that always runs in one of my screens. I always want to see how the market is doing before getting into a trade, and then if I'm taking a trade in let's say HD, then I want to see how Dow Jones doing, right? So if I want to take a trade in Apple, I want to see how Qs are doing. But if I want to take a trade in any shit company, right? So let's say Herd or GameStop or any other company, then I don't give a fuck about it. It's what the ETFs are doing. AMI. Okay, this is a good one. Guys, all the utility names are going down. So let's take a quickly look at uh, utility ETF. Which was it? Oh, guys, XLE. It's playing out so nice. Look at this, guys. Uh, Playing out so nice. Energy. We made this last week. That's gonna pull back to our levels, and that's gonna make this bear flag. Look what's happening, guys. After breaking down, making this bear flag, rejecting perfect here on this one. I think more lows coming on XLE. Guys, look at these utilities here. Complete fake out. Complete fake out on utilities, and energy is looking weak too. These were the two sectors that were leading the market before, and now it's just going back to where they came from. So expecting more downside in those two ETFs here. Okay, where will we? Yo, guys, this one LRCX. I think it didn't play out yet, but it's gonna play out very quickly. Um, so it already reached my target. If we break this 450 level on LRCX, guys, look at this. No, zero support, guys. Zero support here in this one. Almost a drop of 13%. So 60 points drop on this level break. I'll take it. ABC, okay. Just roll P and I'll just so, okay, what is this? Lululemon here. Lululemon, guys. I think that's a trade recap I did for the members. That's why. So Lululemon looking weak, not looking good, and we had a fake out too. Okay, so this is okay. This is on high watch. So we had this fake out on Lululemon, and now it's going down. Watching this support to break 350 break on Lululemon. I expect 333 to trade on Lululemon with a one level in between 343 and then 333. So two levels I'm watching on this 350 breakdown should give us an easy trade. Lift, come on, when are you gonna break down? Earnings coming up. We'll see how it does, guys. He gap after gap here in this one. It's gonna fill all this. Guys, keep an eye on this name, Macy's. Price consolidating in this huge sideways range, and then in this triangle here too. It might consolidate here for some time before breaking down or upside, but either side it breaks, it will give us a good trade. Guys, Visa and Mastercard are expecting more downside on these ones, guys. It has a lot of gaps to fill. Pick one and then see how it's doing, and then it's gonna give a good trade. I'm already in Visa puts over the weekend. I think they're up 25%. I think the top is in for MO here. We got a double top on this one. Now all you gotta do is wait for some sort of hook and then go down. So I'm gonna wait for that hook to play out. MP, huge sell off here. I don't like to short when stocks a huge sell off and then it's again breaking down. But I'm gonna set my alert here. I'm not gonna take heavy size if it breaks. Just for gas money if it breaks down. MRK. Okay, this is supply here, right here. So huge supply zone. rejected of this level. So what do we expect? A little bit pullback here, a little bit of pullback. Um, somewhere around this zone here, or I don't know if it's gonna break out to the upside or to downside in this consolidation zone, and that will know this week. So guys, Moderna is whatever. Marvel guys, this thing is lacks liquid counts nowadays. So banks looking weak, guys. I mean, most of the charts are looking is just looking weak, guys. Come on. MU, guys, this is the main one. This is the main one. MU, I'm gonna have my two alerts at 65.80, break 65.80, and then is done, guys. It's done. Break one 65.80, and this thing's done. Two levels here below. After that, 61.50 next, and then 55, or this is a falling wedge, and then break out of this level, which is 71 to the upside, and then it 74.30 comes. So these are two levels I'm watching going to next week on MU. Guys, net. Okay, this one is consolidating in this huge range here. So what's next? I want these levels to break, guys. So this zone, maybe not, this week or probably next week. So when this zone breaks, then it will give us a good trade. Yo, Netflix. I kind of want a long Netflix on that candle the other day, but I was like, it's all right. Um, so levels on Netflix. So some key levels here on Netflix are this 185.60. So if 185.60 level breaks, expecting 178 and then 174 on Netflix. Not a good look, guys. Not a good look. Guys, even after earnings, guys, even if you guys shorted after earnings, it's still down 65 points after that huge dump too. So guys, whenever stocks dumps 30-40% after earnings, do not expect it to go up. Do not expect it to go up. Expect it to go even more down. So Netflix is a good example. PayPal is a good example. Facebook is a good example, right? So do not trust option flow when you see these big gap downs, because it's all this big money. They are just anticipating a move, but they don't really know where the price is gonna move. So never trust the option flow right after earnings drop or to the upside anywhere. Mm. Nike, perfect break and retest of this triangle here. Guys, look how perfect is it is. Like it's in this huge range here. Price breakdown, retested it, and now breakdown and then retested it back again. So now it's also making this bear flag too. So what's next? Watching this Friday lows, break this Friday lows, and then we can get a trade in Nike, or break to the upside, fake everyone out, and then we can play the upside. It's that easy. Okay, I'm gonna push my level, my call trigger level to 129. So above 129, Nike can go. When daily level break, you get an alert right off open. Are you taking the trade? Guys, I always wait 15 minutes. I never take trades in the first 15 minutes. It's very rare that I take a trade in first 15 minutes. It's only the trades that I take in first 15 minutes that I'm very sure about. If I'm not 100% sure about my trade, I do not trade first 15 minutes. Okay, Nvidia has a good look to the downside. I'm gonna set an alert here at 183 on Nvidia to play the downside here with the targets of 178.64. Um, the next level here is 172. All right. Octa, this one the easy one. Oh, this no, this one, not this one. Okay, I'm gonna show you which one. Oh, it was OSTK. Okay, guys, on this is semiconductor name. Keep an eye on this name, guys. Keep an eye. It has this huge gap to fill. I think it's gonna fill this gap. Earnings, guys. I think this shit is gonna gap up on earnings. Okay, if this is gap up on earnings, I think I can assure that this thing will be gap up and fade. So keep an eye on this one. Yo, this thing is green. So it's gotta keep an eye on this. You guys watching for upside here on Overstock. Just a quick intraday play, guys. Quick intraday plays above 34.20 for upside, and then for the downside, I have 29.62 for downside here on Overstock. You look at Oxy, guys. You guys can see this. Can you see this bear flag? Every all over energies, we can see this bear flag. Guys, when price enters my supply and demand zone, my daily supply and demand zones, the fresh ones, whenever price tag that zone, I take a trade. That's it, guys. Whenever that's how I trade reversals. That's how I catch the snipers and exits, entries and exits. But when I trade a breakout, then I wait for 50-minute candle before entering. Guys, it's easy to trade breakouts than catching tops and bottoms. So I would say if you're new traders, do not try to catch tops and bottoms. Um, Play that breakout and retest strategy that will help you more. And then when starts picking up things, then it'd be easy to catch tops and bottoms using supply and demand levels. Well, daily intraday hammer, guys. I don't believe in this candlestick patterns. To be honest, it's not very accurate, guys. It's not very accurate compared to all other confirmations out there. Let's say there's a high volume, that is a good confirmation. But if there's a hammer, of those guys, these things, I don't really look for these candlestick patterns. Let me show you guys a quick example here on SPY, right? So everyone is so bullish on SPY, right? So let's say this one on S&P. You guys saw this huge level, guys. It's huge sideways range and price breakdown, and then we made this bearish engulfing candle, like bearish engulfing candle on high volume. Then everyone was so bullish. Everyone was so bearish on SPY. This thing is going to zero and all that. And then what happened next day? It formed a bullish hammer. It's formed a bullish hammer on high volume, and then everyone's like, okay, the bottom is in. It formed a bullish hammer into this daily demand zone. Now it's only one way, right? And which is upside. And then what happened next day? We got another bearish close, bearish engulfing on high volume, and then everyone got bearish again. And then like, oh, all right, so this is the bottom, it's holding this levels, it's going to go up, it's going to go up, it's making this bullish hammer here back again on some high volume. And then now what happened? Bearish engulfing on high volume. So do not trust these candlestick patterns. So as long as you're sticking with your levels, that is what's going to help you in the long run. So guys, by looking at candlesticks, it just thing is, you look at candlestick pattern and then you anticipate a move. There's no reason to anticipate a move. Just wait for that hammer to break the low or the highs, and then you're all good. Pfizer playing out nicely here off our levels. It's a huge head and shoulder playing out. and the rejected of some levels here nicely. You can see huge bear head and shoulder on Pfizer here. So if this low holds, high holds, which is 51, expecting it to go a lot more down here in the next leg down. We saw this aggressive sell off, and then we got this short covering and made this bear flag. No reason to go long on this one. And then it's also, this is the prior uh, support turned into resistance, and then now it's going down. So I think there's more downside to come on Pfizer with its just impulsive move to the downside, as the same impulsive move here to the downside. Okay, it happened, guys. So I think uh, on Pinterest, I made a post somewhere around here uh, that it's gonna break down this and it's gonna retest this level too, right? And then because it with Pinterest, it just break and retest, guys. Look at this, how perfect it's just doing break and retest every single time. It's breaking and it's retesting this level here too, in here, in here, and then now I anticipated this one that is going to happen too. This one this time around here, and then we got a nice breakdown to the downside, and then price pulled back to our question mark level. So I'm going to remove it. So it happened. So now we got a retest of our level. Now it's time to go down, and then it needs to hold below 22. We can put our stops at 22, and then can ride the trend to the downside here. PayPal also perfect break and retest here of this candle on the earnings. So what's next for PayPal is forming this sideways here. So break either side, we're gonna get a trade on PayPal, and then it's also holding its March lows too. So if it breaks, starting breaking to the upside, then I think it can also give us a good a day or two swing here for the upside. Same thing for the downside. Roblox looking good. Roblox break that 30 mark, and then it's gonna go to 26 and half next. RCL, we know what's gonna happen. Rivian, guys, Rivian trade, we already talked about it. Perfect break and retest of these lows here. Now price consolidating in a sideways range. 29.32 is a key level that I'll be watching on this. Yo, Roku is a good shot. Roku is a good shot. I want to short Roku, but it's all right. So what's next for Roku? Pricing this huge range, guys. So break Friday lows and this is game over on Roku, guys. I don't know why I'm so bearish on the market, guys. It's I don't know. It's been so long that we only playing the downside on the market that I just don't want to play the upside anymore. And then on the same end, guys, Kathy Wood's still buying stocks. She bought T Doc after it dropped 50%. How dumb you wanna be? Let me tell you what's gonna happen with T Doc real quick. Okay, this thing is looking good. So what can happen here, guys, with T Doc? That it can is showing some strength here, but still under the magnets here on the daily chart. Probably mag's gonna catch up before next leg down, or price gonna consolidate here, and the mag's gonna catch up, and then it's gonna go down. But it's gonna happen. Guys, can Fed change that trend? I mean, they can, let's say the Fed comes less hawkish on next week, and then the market is like it, the Fed says, okay, we're not raising rates, we are not doing balance sheet rollouts, for next 6 months or 3 months, and then we are gonna keep the rate unchanged, or we gonna have a very less number of rate hikes this year. I think that will market like a lot, and then can it can push higher after that. So Starbucks looking weak, guys. I mean, below Friday lows, you said it's daily range. and then it's going to go down. Here comes the SE, guys, my number one stock to short every single week. Let's see what's next on this one. So 79.50 breaks, 79.50 breaks on SE, and then I expect 74.75 to trade. 74.75 drops. I expect 64. 64 breaks. I expect 53 on this one. So I think it's gonna go there. It's gonna go there slow and steady to 53, 55 levels. Why? Because there's no demand here. There's no demand, and this impulsive move did not form any base here in this leg, and this just went straight higher. The only base, the demand base I see is this zone here. So come here, and then buyers might show up for some time. Shopify at 415. I think they're gonna split. They're gonna split by 110. It already is. It's already divided by 110 from the highs here. From 1700 to 426. The split is already happened here. So after splits, it's gonna be $40, and then probably going to $2 after. Mm, Shopify break 411, and then 371 comes. Okay, this is a good one. I'm gonna set an alert. Guys, this mark is very easy to trade, to be honest. Guys, Twilio SC, this every Cathy name is my number one shot. Look at Snow, guys. This is our number one shot too. We are short Snow over the weekend, and then we are up 20% on this share too. Um, a fake out here, a fake out detected on Snow. Fake out detected, support break, expecting more downside here on Snow. Took a starter size swing here, guys, on Snow on weekend, over the weekend. But if Snow breaks this level, which is 164.30, then it's the game over. It's the game over. Yo, guys, this is Spotify. This is a good one, guys. This is a good one. I don't want to miss out on this one just because it gave a red play last week. So a perfect break and retest of this lows here. Let me show you weekly chart. You guys gonna be amazed. It's a perfect break retest here. Now it's breaking down of this lows here. I think it's gonna go 19, guys. I have support at 19. Okay, then it's probably going there, guys. Okay, Square, Square watching 97.50 level here on Square should be an easy trade here. Looks like it's gonna go down. It has a look. Needs to break 97.50, break that, and 92.58 comes. Yo, T, okay, guys, T, this is a high watch. This is definitely high watch. I hope this thing is not, does not gap down on this week, but guys, looks very nice here. Looks like easy money. Okay, so what is happening with the Costco? Let me show you. One, two, three, four, five to the upside, and then this is A, B, C, and this is huge W, X, Y is playing out. So 170 can trade. on on target here, but it's not going to be an easy ride to the downside. So it's probably going to be a double zigzag or a five wave to the downside, right? So probably going to be something like five waves to the downside here. So or faking out fake out here after topping, so doesn't look good. I would see how it reacts on the pullbacks and then short it. Looks like a good shot here. Okay, this one looks like it's gonna bleed, guys. This has a look that it's gonna go this much on Monday too, and then it has the gap to fill. So T-Mobile and TMUS on high watch. Yes, guys, I will wait for lower highs. As Tesla hit my target on the dot here and then bounced, which was 870 or something, and but it went to 822 and then pulled back into our zone here. Um, so watching Tesla below this level, which is 867, below 867, I think 826 can still trade. Um, mm, mm, mm. Okay, Twilio. Here comes the Twilio. Watching 109.80 breaks. Guys, how long we're in? It's been okay. It's been almost 2 hours. We gotta finish these things up. So watching Twilio 109.83 level, break 109.83, is gonna go to $100 next. Shinobi Signals is the best, guys. Shinobi is my bro, guys. This guy is a diamond, guys. Mhm. Mm. So what's next, guys? What's next on guys? Unity software. I told you guys to keep an eye on this shit. Look what happened, guys. It dropped. Now what's gonna happen next on this one? It's probably going to $20, $30. Easy, guys. Break this IPO range, and then you know what happened with uh, all the names that broke IPO lows. Guys, the Unity software would be no exception. So keep an eye on this name. Easy money here on Unity software. Uber, I'm watching this low. Uber, I'm watching this low at 30.20 here. Watching 30.20 for a downside, and for the upside, I'm watching 33.15 level here. Hmm. UPS, guys, they should win 1000%. They should win 1000%. Guys, let him know in the chat if you want me to do a trade recap on UPS. Guys, quick in the chat. So I'll do a quick trade recap, or I will say you guys are bored, and then I'll skip to the next one. Mm, Let's go. Let's go. Okay. So guys, so this is the level I was watching. This is the levels I was watching on UPS 185.85 level. I had somewhere around that I had my key level marked. So let's go into 50 minutes and see what was happening with this shit. So I was watching UPS in 50-minute time frame. It was somewhere around here. It was somewhere around here, and then I had this level at marked already, and then it formed this bear gap. It opened this bear gap, and then price just started consolidating sideways here. So this is not a this is a bear gap. Why is it a bear gap, guys? So if you look at it, this is a bear flag, right? So this is a bear flag forming here on UPS. And then even before breaking down, I was like, market's pretty weak and UPS looks lagging here. So, and then it also, breakdown of this uh, uh, this range, this what do you say? Uh, the wedge pattern is the rising wedge pattern, right? So just a breakdown of this rising wedge pattern, and then it was here and then consolidating sideways, rejected hard, and then on low volume consolidation after breaking down. So I was expecting a more downside on this one, to be honest. And then I alerted the trade right here, guys. Alerted the trade right here in this when this candle closed in 15 minutes, and then I was like, okay, guys, the UPS has no choice but to break down. Let's see what happened next. Instant 100%, guys. Instant 100% on UPS, followed by 300%, followed by 1000% the whole day. What a fire trade, guys. What a fire trade. Hit my target here on the dot. I had 180 level where I sold all my contracts. It hit my level. I sold everything, and then it went even more down, but I was happy with my trade. Made almost, I think, 6 to 700% on my runners, but it went 1000% on this last drop here. That's crazy, guys. UPST has not a good look. So watching 73.88 level on UPST for further breakdown here. Gonna set an alert on UPST. Yo, Visa. Okay, guys, look at Visa. Look at Visa. Um, break this low, guys. Visa we also took for 200-300%. Um, a quick small trade here on Visa for only 300%. Um, what got okay? Why I was in Visa, guys? Why I was in Visa trade here? Look at it. So price formed this a huge range off the open, and then I took an entry in this candle, guys. This move I also anticipated, guys. Do not take place when you anticipate a move, guys. This thing will come. The more you gonna see the charts, you more you gonna see these candlesticks forming, the more you're gonna have idea of what's next to come. So I was watching 40 other charts along with Visa on Friday, and then I was watching all the indexes too. And then I had that gut feeling that Visa's gonna drop hard, uh, because it just in this bear market prices cannot gap up 2 times in a day and then just be there. You know what I mean? So just cannot go there and then just be there after in this this weak market. And then what happened? Price gap down, filled the gap, and then I took entry in the second candle, and then I put my stop at high of the day, and then our cons I think went minus 30% or 40%, but after this minus 30-40% I held, and then it went all the way down in here. I think paid us around 200-300% on our contracts on Friday. Another fire trade. Yes, I have my eyes on all the trades. I have my eyes on every single trade. All the talks they talk about. If this 42, I have alerts. If anything's is going to trade, I'm gonna know what's going to happen. So I do not have all the alerts. I only focus on couple, and then I watch some plays for intraday and then all that. Mm. Guys, more follow through to the visa to the downside here. So I expect it to go downside. I am inputs over the weekend. I think I took a week or 2 weeks out on this one. So took some low to size small swing, but I think you should pay here. Okay, Walmart's breaking down. Guys, this is a shit stock to trade, to be honest. I don't like to trade Walmart, and then I just have it in my watch list. But let's just delete this shit. Okay, guys, this is looking good. Yum Brands. I think they have liquid cons too. Yeah, they do have liquid comps. So 116.51 breaks on Yum is gonna go down. Not a popular name, but this moves nice. Okay, guys. So that's about it, guys. That's about it. We put which to buy, guys. Okay, I don't know. I mean, guys, I took what? I think I took two 10 puts or two or five. I don't remember. Um, it was only $1 a piece. Guys, and it's also made this probably head and shoulder in the smaller time frame. Let's look at it. Never mind. All right, guys. So that's about it for today. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the mentorship program or about the starting session or about anything else, guys. Guys, if you're a new trader, I would highly recommend to check out the mentorship program that's I'm gonna hold the first time, and then you guys gonna get a discount for next 3 days to get an early bird entry. And then guys, if you guys are all working, working class and work full time, it's gonna be live, and then but it's also gonna be recorded. So those who cannot make it to live, they can watch the recordings of all for 8 weeks straight, and then can improve their trading game. It's all up to you guys. Mm. Okay, guys, I think that's about it for today. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know, guys. Guys, I posted the link. I tagged it in the chat here, so you guys can see. I'm gonna tag it in here again. You guys go and see. I'm gonna link the coupon code here too for those who wanna join. It's called the early bird. It's gonna give you 30% discount, guys. I have only 3 spots. I think 3 or 4 spots left. So let me know, guys, if you guys wanna join, and then I can save your spot. Um, so now let's look at Costco. Costco, I think it went a lot down. I'm expecting a bit more retracement here on Costco before playing the downside. Very overextended here. Can go more down, but only I'm gonna play intraday, no swings here. As long as it stays below 530, and then next target here. Guys, small targets here on Costco. Only 7 points on drop. I think which is good enough for 100% or 50% trade here. Um, but I would wait for it to pull back into supply, and then take a trade. It'd be much good risk to reward there. MSDR, I mean, it's a clear bear flag breakdown and retest here. So expecting more downside on MSDR here. It broke key level already. So if it stays below this level, MSTR, which is I think 400, 410 level, and then it's gonna see some more serious downside here. What's the next level here on MSTR is 334 is the next level. After that is this lows, which is I think January lows. So these are levels I'll be watching on MSTR in validation above this level. Guys, big bear, guys. Guys, we are bull on our portfolios, guys. We are bull on our portfolios. All right, guys. I think that's about it, guys. Let me know, guys. How do you like it, guys? Go ahead and like this stuff, so all other traders can watch it too. Just it's all good free knowledge. I want others to get benefit from this too. Share with your friends, your families, or on your Twitter, guys. Give some feedback. how do you like it on the Twitter, so I can retweet and all that stuff, so other people can get the benefit of this free live charting sessions every Saturdays. So all right, guys. So that's about it for me today. I hope you guys like it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the live trading, and I'm gonna post my watch list soon on Twitter. So watch out for that.